Up to 2.1 billion people worldwide were using mobile apps at the end of 2012. This number is expected to grow to 4.4 billion users by the end of 2017. Research suggests that anywhere from 56 billion to 82 billion apps were downloaded globally in 2013. It is expected by 2017 there will be more than 200 billion downloads per year. Given these statistics, my colleague and I became quite intrigued when the mobile application market recently became flooded with apps that focus on self-betterment through a variety of means.
This short video is meant to explore how self-help apps are defined, utilized, and integrated into the daily lives of individuals, and how that in turn may shape our culture.
Before we continue, we want to first establish the definition of self-help and draw attention to the fact that although mobile technology is new, the notion of self-help culture certainly isn't.
The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines self-help as the action or process of doing things to improve yourself or to solve your problems without the help of others, especially the coping of one's personal or emotional problems without professional help.
Self-help culture has arguably been around since the time of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptians had an instructional life literature genre called Sebet. Ancient Greek texts have also been found that offered meditations, aphorisms, and maxims on the best ways to live. In the 1600s and 1700s, self-help was popular in Italy, France, and England. Conduct books told men and women the best ways to behave politely in society.
In the 1800s, written advice columns were all the rage, and topics that were popular then are still popular now. Hence to unmarried ladies, and of course, womanly answers to womanly questions. In the following decades, self-help culture continued to flourish, growing to be a $2.5 billion a year industry in the US alone. Approximately 1/3 to 1/2 of adults in the US have purchased a self-help improvement book. Self-help apps are apps that improve and better one's emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Examples include apps that focus on managing worry and anxiety, dealing with conflict, fitness and exercise, eating habits, sleeping, meditation, coping with breakups, and breaking bad habits.
Popular media sources such as Forbes, Psychology Today, and Mashable have all covered instances of the growing trend we call self-help apps. We focused our research demographic on ages 20 to 40 of all genders and various occupations. We focused on this age range as it seems to be the most tech-savvy and also the most reliant on technology, allowing for in-depth conversations about app usage.
Hi, my name is Fiona. I'm a project coordinator and a part-time student, and I'm age 39.
I'm Dennis. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student and I work in telecom sales.
Hi, my name is Marcel. I'm 25 years old. I'm a part-time student and a part-time VIP host at a nightclub.
I'm Chelsea. I'm 30 years old and I'm a part-time student and part-time child caregiver.
How would you define a self-help app?
I would define a self-help app as basically a shrink in your pocket. So if you need anything, any help with anything, you can go to it. It's a way in which technology can aid you in terms of guidance in your life.
Right now, we're headed downtown Victoria, BC.
We're going to ask some random people on the street if they know what a self-help app is and if they utilize any themselves. We're going to see just how far spanning the self-help app culture is. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye!
During our street interviews, although not everyone we spoke to knew the term self-help app, they were aware of their existence and many utilized such apps on a daily basis. Do you know what a self-help app is?
Yes.
So do you guys know what a self-help app is?
No, I do not.
You guys ever used a self-help app?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever used a self-help app before?
I've used a calorie counter and a sleep aid, so one that plays different music to get you to sleep, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then also just any of your time tracking apps.
Yeah.
It's not really calorie counter; it's more of a workout app. So just calculates the average pace that I run at and the distance that I run, and then it tracks it all for me, I guess.
Awesome.
Are they only health related? Is it not other health, like self-help apps for solving other problems?
Instagram for self-help.
Right?
Yeah, dude,
How is
seriously.
it? That's kind of interesting.
In what way?
Yeah, why would you say it's
I run me and two other friends, we run a travel related Instagram. And so we've got a few 5,000 followers now. And basically with all the tagging and stuff like that, we use it to connect with other travelers and exchange advice, organize trips, meetups and stuff like that with like-minded people. So it's really allowed us to integrate into the travel community as a group, I guess, and then just exchange information, everything like that. So it's easier than going buying a Lonely Planet or something like that. So easy enough.
I've got a to-do list that's very important. I would not survive without my to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and my calendar and my banking. That's about it.
Yeah, I got a good,
Definitely
I got a good one for
Good.
banking, Mint, if you're there.
Mint, Debit. I got Mint.
It just tracks all spending,
Yeah, that's
categorizes it
amazing.
automatically.
And it texts you, you're spending
And
too
you-
much on coffee this month.
Exactly.
And
You're like,
so,
oh no.
because people spend a lot of money on stuff. It's actually shocking.
At least a lot of the apps I have are totally free, and they're so, you mentioned productivity, they're so helpful, in keeping me with daily priorities or things I want to make sure I do every day. And it's why wouldn't I if it's free and I can get it? And I mean, half the time now, instead of going on the internet and Googling something for info, I will go to the app store and see if there's an app for that, for whatever I need. And now it's completely private. You can have apps on a bunch of things and no one needs to know what you're going through personally. You don't need to share that.
I call it almost like a Swiss Army knife, everything in one spot. And for very practical reasons, it's I can use my data plan.
And it's just cost and time effective. I don't know. Why would you go do something time of your day when you could just use an app or something like that from your bed? You just wake up in the morning or something like that. So you're doing other stuff for that time now.
And how often do you use your to-do list, Marcel? Is that every day?
Well, it wakes me up at 8 a.m. when I have to wake up. And it actually says, take time to plan your day. And I do. And I check boxes and it reminds me to things to do. And it's you get to schedule things that you do someday, sometimes upcoming. You don't have to set a date for something, something that you have to get to.
What app do you use for your to-do list?
It's called To Do.
Oh, I think I looked at that one when I was looking for one.
Any.do. And it's,
Mine's List.
and it's honestly I will not survive without it. It's my journal, day planner on one app. So it has things to do today, upcoming, someday, and it just reminds you all the time too.
Super Better is really awesome. Super Better is the gamification of self-help. So you get power packs and booster points and you fight bad guys. And bad guys are staying in bed all day. And, you get to, win. You're oh, you drank a glass of water, power up. Yay, you're on this level now. So it's really fun and nerdy.
We're almost faceless now, seriously, honestly. And it's kind of sad because we have all these different communication tools and self-help tools or tools that help us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're doing so much, we're kind of zipping past life.
As part of our research, we opened up an online web forum to create a discussion around self-help apps with the public.
Personally, I'm not comfortable with how reliant I am on my phone. And when, if I think I've lost it or can't use it, whatever, it makes me nervous. I'm like, no, what am I going to do about it? And then I'm like, what? Like, I can't handle an hour without my phone? That's not what I want in my life. But it's really hard not to. It's just such a societal norm that it is our extension.
Yeah, and our phone is connected to our laptop.
Yeah,
which is also related
exactly.
to our work. Like, when you have power outages in offices, and computers go down,
Yeah.
people don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think in terms of self-help, it's not really a self-help. It's there to be there with you and do things for you. It's like the reverse of teaching. You teach so your students can grow and be able to do it themselves, not constantly having a teacher there. Unfortunately, I just refer to my phone as a teacher. But
I think it can be.
it can be, and it is. And for me, it's the most productive. It helps me be super productive. But you throw this phone away, I will not know where to start. I will go into straight panic attack.
Yeah.
Due to the panel's daily usage of apps that work as personal assistants or calendars, we pose the following question to them.
Not as fast, not as quick, because the pocketbook involves finding a pen, which seems simple enough, but that's a waste of, in terms of what the phone can do.
Mm-hmm.
2, flipping the pages,
talk
send
yourself
out.
out of it. I don't want to do that right
If you said, tell me that, oh, by the way, I'm throwing a party on the 26th, party on 26th, Tee's house, done. That's all I have to do. I don't have to locate my pocketbook. I don't have to find a pen. I don't have to flip to the 26th. I don't have to schedule the time. It just does it all in one without me thinking. And the best part about it, on the 25th, it's gonna remind me, hey, by the way, you're going to party tomorrow night, so get your gear ready, stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like the reminders are one of the most valuable parts. For me, with my memory and everything, the fact that this will make noise and alert me, like, hey, you said you wanted to exercise today. You said you were going to check your email. The fact that it prompts me, I will often, as soon as I've been prompted, oh yeah, I have a minute, I'll do that right now.
Yeah.
And paper doesn't really do that.
No.
So I
can't
just back
have
to
the
using
same
one. Moleskin, then you start thinking I have to bring it with me, pull it out, go to the right page, make sure things, cross things out, write things down.
Where do I end and technology begins, and where is my identity? What would my identity be if I didn't have a phone? How would I exist in the world? Because so much of our identity is, we're brands now. We create brands with all of our different social media accounts and how we present ourselves.
I want you to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, gently feel your body sinking into a relaxed state of mind.
Our limited qualitative study has reinforced the ever-evolving power, potential, and ubiquitous nature of self-help apps.